Hello and welcome back to the Spookins channel, a place for us to speak about all things horror. My name is Sam.
I'm Sarah.
We are back with another monthly preview for you today, July of 2025. We hope you enjoyed the last one. I've said this was going to be a little series, and here we are. So, shall we get straight into it?
Yeah.
Cool. We will start off, as we did before, with the new theatrical releases. The first one of this month is on July 11th and is which is written and directed by Josh Stolberg, who did Saw X and Jigsaw, and is also writing Saw X1.
X1.
Saw 11. So this is starring 50 Cent.
Yeah, 50
Which
Cent.
is great, playing
As himself.
Yeah, playing himself. And Leah Pipes, who was in Sorority Row and the originals for all you Vampire Diaries fans. And also starring social media big shots, Bryce Hall and Hannah Stocking. So if you follow either of them, this is a movie you are going to want to see. So 10 influencers are lured into a content house and forced to compete in lethal social media challenges. So think if you have seen the Netflix show Inside by the Sidemen or the YouTube show. Think Sidemen, but with a little bit of that Saw spice thrown in. The little tagline as well, which I did want to include because it is something. Because in Skillhouse, clout isn't just currency, it's survival. Oh,
I love the word clout. I don't know why.
Yeah, clout in any sentence is going to go down well. And that is a really good use of the word clout. So if the movie's bad, at least you've got that going for you. Watched the trailer for this. We watched the trailer for all of these new release films. What did you think?
I thought it looked really bad. But I'll probably watch it anyway.
Yeah, it looks like, if you're expecting like peak cinema,
Probably not
it. But if you're looking for a little bit of fun, it's probably going to have some fun little kills and some silly little gory bits. Then maybe you will like this. I also noticed in the trailer this has got Paige Van Zandt in it, who, if you know her, is a UFC fighter. So maybe some cool little stunts at some point.
Maybe.
I assume that's why she's in it.
Maybe. I can't believe that 50 Cent is a good actor.
Is he?
No, like as in I can't believe that he's going to be good.
Oh,
do you know what I mean?
That's why he's playing himself.
I don't believe.
Yeah.
I think the only film credits he has is playing himself, surely, because he is in the movie of Get Rich or Die Trying, playing himself.
Yeah.
And he plays himself in this, and I simply don't believe he's going to be good.
But yeah, that is Skillhouse, July 11th, cinemas near you.
Next up, we've got I Know What You Did Last Summer, the sequel and reboot of the 90s classic, which is coming out on July 18th. This is directed by Jennifer Caton Robinson, who directed Do Revenge, and it stars Madeline Klein, who was in Glass Onion, Chase Sue Wonders from Bodies, 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 Jonah Howard King, who we know from Doctor Who, the latest series, and returning, excitingly, Freddie Prinze Jr. and Jennifer Love Hewitt. If you know the plot of the original, you know the plot of this one. 5 friends accidentally cause a deadly road accident and keep it a secret. A year later, someone knows what they did and is out for revenge. In this one, they learn that it's happened before and they seek help from survivors. So this is jumping in on the trend of having legacy characters in your reboot and sequel. Looking at the trailer, it looks like the original.
It does. It's like actual like cut and paste, like scene for scene. Some of the shots even look like done deliberately, obviously, but maybe a bit too much. Who knows?
Yeah, I think too much, especially if the film's not going to be like that. I don't know whether they're doing that to bait you in, and then the film's actually going to be good.
Going to be like a swerve.
Years, then I don't think that was the right move for the trailer. we were talking about this film earlier, and I said, I don't know if this is going to work as a reboot and a sequel. It doesn't make that much sense to me for it to be both, given the nature of the killer. I won't spoil it in case you haven't seen the 90s one, and I won't spoil it for this new one because I imagine it's going to be more or less the same. Given the nature of the killings, I am not sure how this works as both.
Yeah, it feels like it might get a little bit confusing or contrived.
Yeah.
And even in the trailer, kind of, you get a bit of that sense. When you do know the original, you're kind of watching this trailer and kind of being a bit like, oh, I don't really know how that's going to work. But, you know, we've seen literally 2.5 minutes of a 90-minute-ish movie.
It might just be a bad trailer.
Exactly.
There are a couple other things not working in this film's favour for me. In that, as I said, we know Jonah Hauer-King from Doctor Who, the latest series, and I don't know if it was a writing thing. I didn't really love the latest season of Doctor Who. I thought the writing was kind of bad all over.
Yeah, it was.
I don't know if it was a writing thing, a direction thing, or if Jonah Hauer-King just didn't give a particularly good performance. It doesn't fill me with hope that this is going to be good. I said to you as well, deny that I think potentially he's been cast because he kind of looks like Freddie Prinze Jr. did in the original movie. You never know, might be pleasantly surprised. You can't count one poor performance in a show that was kind of poor all round. It's not like the new season of Doctor Who was amazing and he stood out for being a poor performance.
No.
It was a poor season.
Yeah.
We'll see. And we might overall be surprised by this film. I'm definitely going to see it because
absolutely.
I really like I Know What You Did Last Summer. It's not my favourite slasher franchise. I don't think I've seen most of the sequels. But I like the first one. And in the trailer, it has the classic "What Are You Waiting For?" line.
I was about to do it. I was about to say, and if you haven't seen the original, and then I was going to say, imagine me spinning around while I was saying, "What are you waiting for?" A classic line. Iconic. Moving on now, we have The Home, releasing on July 25th, and written and directed by James DeMonaco, who did most, if not all, of the Purge movies, starring Pete Davidson, who is from Bodies, 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 but also has an extensive line of work beyond that in comedy, mainly. So John Glover, who was Lex Luthor in Smallville.
Oh.
There you go, throwback. And in this one, a man is sentenced to community service at a retirement home before realising its residents and caretakers harbour sinister secrets. Woo.
The trailer for this one looks great.
It looks really good, actually. Yeah, this is if you have a fear of old people.
Which I do.
Yeah, which I think a lot of people do and feel weird about admitting. But yeah, this is a movie that's going to play off of old people being spooky as.
It's a really interesting trailer in that it gives almost nothing away in terms of what the actual plot is. It gives you the entire concept and nothing really of the specific plot details, which I think is great. So from the trailer, it seems like it might be something like Get Out kind of vibes. Not 100% sure, but it looks good. I really like Pete Davidson. I thought he was great in Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. I haven't seen most of his comedy work. He's an SNL guy, isn't he?
Yeah, we don't really get it over here. We don't really have access to a lot of his stuff.
But I liked him in Bodies, 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 and I'm sure I'll like him in this as well.
Yeah, there is a scene specifically in the trailer of this. He is like tied to a chair and they're going at his eyes. So maybe like
I didn't watch that.
maybe an old people trying to retain youth by stealing bits of young people. Who knows? But yeah, it looks very interesting, this one. Quite excited to see it.
Yeah, me too. Next up, coming out on July 25th, we have Bambi the Reckoning, which is directed by Dan Allen. After a mother and son are involved in a car wreck, they're hunted down by a grief-stricken mutated deer on a rampage seeking revenge for the death of its mother. I really don't have much else to say about this.
No, yeah.
It looks awful. The trailer looks bad. The CGI deer looks bad. It's by the people that made Blood and Honey, which we didn't see because it looked bad.
Yeah, just these like dead IPs that people have managed to get hold of and made into horror film movies just do not interest me in the slightest.
No.
They've all seemingly been made in about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But
They're all
this
low
one,
budget.
yeah,
and
but
they
this
look
one they've
it.
managed to get in the cinemas. So
Yeah. I think the second Blood and Honey was in
was it?
cinema as well, yeah.
okay.
We watched one of these movies. We watched the Mean one. I didn't like
yeah.
it.
No,
I thought
yeah.
it was really bad. I don't like these movies.
So yeah, if you want to see it, July 25th is your day.
Yeah, if you want to see it, please do. But it's not. I'm not.
No.
Ain't gonna be me.
No, we'll probably miss this one. If you're waiting for a review, go somewhere else.
Yeah, ain't gonna be us.
Next on our list is House on Eden, also releasing on July 25th. This is written, directed by and starring Chris Collins, better known as Call Me Chris, who is a YouTuber, mainly doing kind of reaction and skits. But here, delving into the found footage.
Write the theme
Subgenre.
tune, sing the theme tune.
Indeed, yeah. So this is distributed by Shudder. It is getting a cinematic release, but I assume it will be on Shudder pretty soon afterwards.
Yeah, probably.
A found footage film in which paranormal investigators are rerouted to an abandoned house deep in the woods, where they find themselves facing a force unlike anything they've faced before.
Ooh.
So this is your classic haunted house found footage movie, but looks pretty good.
Looks okay, yeah. Looks like every other found footage haunted house movie.
Yeah, it doesn't look like you're getting a whole lot of new from this. And what I will say as well with this trailer, I prefer, in ghost movies especially, that I don't see a lot of the ghost. And I see quite a lot of ghosts in this trailer.
Yeah, it does seem like that. That's like what makes Paranormal Activity so spooky is that you don't really see the ghost. I don't think you see the ghost at all.
No, you never see the ghost. You see sort of a shadow figure.
Yeah.
But that's as close as you get. In the first one anyway, of course.
I
But,
can't remember the extensive collection of
and then
movies.
obviously is it Paranormal Activity 2 with the motion capture dot
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's 3.
3,
Yeah.
where you see him walking through that. But again, you're not really seeing him. But yeah,
No.
this is a lot of actors playing
Ghosts.
standing in corners and things.
Yeah.
Which isn't my favourite way of portraying ghosts in horror movies. But I'll probably watch it. I love a found footage film.
Oh, I will watch it 100%. I love found footage
Mm-hmm.
films. So we will definitely watch this. We'll just have to remember that it's called House on Eden when we're searching for it, because we've been calling it House of Eden for a while.
We have, yeah. Well, luckily we realised our mistake just before filming.
Just before we filmed, because I went to search for something and I was like, oh, it's House on Eden.
Yeah. But yeah, that is that one, July 25th at your cinemas and probably soon after on Shudder. Also, Shudder, very good hit rate, I would say.
Yeah.
So I trust them.
I trust them. They did Butt Boy, didn't they?
They did Butt
Yeah.
Boy. Yeah. Among others. Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although this is just distributed by them.
Yeah,
But they
that's
do
fair.
have a hit rate for picking up good
They
films.
do. They pick up good
Yeah.
films. Yeah. Okay. Moving on now to Netflix. The new releases on the platform are July 5th. The Summer Hikaru Died, which is a 4-part anime series, horror anime series, which is releasing weekly, starting from the 5th of July. This is directed by Ryohei Takeshita and is based on the coming-of-age horror manga by Moku Mokuren, centered on a high school student and a mysterious entity that has taken the place of his friend. An unsettling tale that explores grief, identity, and an encroaching darkness lurking in the ordinary. This manga is massive as far as I'm aware. I haven't read it, but I have kind of seen it in pop culture and just around. And the story sounds very interesting. I will probably give it a watch. Just 4 parts. I don't know how long the episodes are going to be, but anime not usually that long. I would probably say 30 minutes tops. So this might just be a 2-hour watch from start to finish. And yeah,
that does sound very interesting. I don't know anything about this one, but from that description alone, I would like to watch it. Yeah.
Good. So there you go. The Summer That Hikaru Died, starting July 5th and dropping weekly. Our second release coming to Netflix is on the 9th of July and is Ziam. Apologies if that is not the pronunciation. This is directed by Kulp Kaljaruk. Again, apologies if that is not the pronunciation. This is a Thai zombie film which follows a Muay Thai fighter who has to fight zombies. That seems like it, basically.
Sounds good to me.
This is an action horror. And yeah, it's going to be a bloke punching and kicking some zombos. So if that sounds like your thing...
That does sound like my thing.
Check it out. That is Ziam, Ziam, on the 9th of July, dropping exclusively on Netflix.
Ooh, boom.